Alright guys, let's press on to the second round of the tournament, the Warhammer Fantasy Battles Tournament 10 Soldiers 2, which I'm participating in with High Elves. And we're on to the second game, and I'm playing against a Warriors of Chaos army. I'm going to go through my deployment to begin the battle report. We've got a Chariot on the right-hand flank, extreme right-hand flank, with unit of 5 Dragon Princes and Eagle, a couple of bolt throwers in the background here. The Archers are on the left-hand flank along with the White Lions, another Eagle behind the forest there, and the Dragon Prince with the BSP on the far left-hand flank. So yeah, Warriors of Chaos, this is the guy with the War Shrine and the level 4 Zinch Sorcerer on the disc. We're going to go to the next photo where you can see the left-hand flank of the High Elf deployment. You can see the BSP joining the Dragon Princes on the far left-hand flank. Just to push around the edge, there's a unit of Chaos Knights opposing them there. But I've deployed the White Lions behind the forest there so I can just push through and engage his rather march-blocked units. Well, they will be march-blocked very shortly thanks to the Eagle in the center of the field. Next photo, you can have a look at the Warriors of Chaos army. On the right-hand flank, he's got a unit of Chaos Knights, Zinch Knights, with an Exalted Champion on a Demonic Steed there. I believe he is a Nurgle Champion. We've got the Zinch Sorcerer Lord level 4 in the middle there between them. In front of that big rocky outcrop thing, with a unit of dire warhounds or whatever it is next to that. Unit of Chaos Ogres in the center. Chaos Warriors, Dark Knight right in the middle, War Shrine Marauders, and on the far left, Marauders and more Marauders on horseback. So, pretty decent list, not particularly overpowered. He's pretty much got one of everything in his list. Yeah, looking forward to this game. It's going to be a bit of a relief after that Vampires Counts game, which was not a very comfortable game at all. Next photo, just on the other side of the, just taking a few photos of this, on the other side of the deployment, you can see my half-drunk beer in the background. Really needed a beer after that Vampires Count game because it was a shocker. He's got a unit of horsemen on the far extreme left flank, and he's got this unit of 20 Marauders there. He's actually got his mage, his wizard, level 4 Sorcerer of Nurgle, in level 2 Sorcerer of Nurgle, sorry, in that particular unit there. So my plan really is to mow that down really quickly, because his level 2 Sorcerer has the Infernal Puppet, which really plays down my miscasts. If I miscast, he rolls D3 and adds or subtracts that from the result, and that can be really devastating, let me tell you. Next photo, the High Elves win the turn, win the first turn, so I move out immediately with the Dragon Princes and the Chariot. As you can see here, the plan is just to bear down on that Marauders unit and just bash it with the Dragon Princes, go straight through it, because then I can actually eliminate a Dispel dice rather, and get rid of that Infernal Puppet. The Eagle's moved up in the center, ready to march block on my second turn. And the photo can show you, it shows you his response to this in his own first turn, moving the Marauders around the side. So we're going to go to the next photo. We can see the left-hand flank happening. So you're moving forward with the Chaos, with the Dragon Princess and the Chariot, just staying 1 inch out of his charge range, obviously because it's the first turn. That we know there's 24 inches between the two sides. We know his range is 14 inches. All I've got to do is move 7 inches up, and I know that I'm in charge range for my 16-inch charge. With everybody else, and Eagle's moving behind the impassable terrain there with the rocks, just so that it can go out and march block something later on. And the White Lions are moving to the woods to get ready to cast spells. By the way, Shield of Sapphire goes down straight away, Drain Magic has gone away. I've taken Lore of Metal for my level 2 mage, which is actually on the extreme left edge of the Archer unit that you can see in the photo there, ready to cast the Rule of Burning Iron on his Exalted Champion in the Chaos Knights unit. Now that does an automatic strength 7 hit to him with no armor saves, because he's got a 1+ save, and it inflict a wounded on him. He didn't actually pass his Zinch 6+, so that straight off the bat takes him down to 1 wound from 2, so that's why I took the spell. I've also taken Transmutation of Lead to help me win a combat. And the Archmage has taken High Magic, she's in the center, and the Noble, level 1 Noble there has taken Lore of the Heaven, so he can take Portent of Fire, which is a very powerful combat spell. Next photo, we're seeing here the response in the Warriors of Chaos turn. The Marauders are moving around the side. The Marauder block here, Marauder Horseman moved around the side, rather. The block has just hung out there waiting for the Dragon Prince to show up. And everybody else has moved up in front of the Eagles. Chaos Knights just not doing too much. The Chaos Ogres moving forward too, towards the White Lions of the forest as well. But that's the opening phase for the Warriors of Chaos. Next photo, you can see on the left-hand side, the Chaos Knights have moved pretty much very up close and personal. What I'm going to have to do is charge them, and I'm going to have to throw everything I've got at them. I'm going to really use every spell that I can to take them down And if I can win both flanks of this game, then I should have a pretty comfortable lead. Chaos Ogres have been shattered by shooting and magic, so down to like one champion plus a depleted one single guy, and the eagle hanging up behind the forest. Things looking good for the High Elves. A bit of a relief after that devastating first game, and I've also got the eagle there ready to march block, so things going alright. He hasn't really inflicted too much damage with his Cinch Sorcerer Lord because I've got Drain Magic off first go. Next photo, well, here is the carnage. The Dragon Princess charged straight into the Warriors of Chaos Knights here, and I'm just going to tell you how this combat turns out. Magic phase before the combat phase. I tried to cast Shield of Sapphire, failed. Tried to cast Portent of Fire, failed. Tried to cast Transmutation of Lead, failed that as well. And, well, with no buffs at all, nothing to just throw it in my favor, the Dragon Princess come charging in the BSB, in a challenge, the chariot comes in. I killed like one guy and I didn't wound the BSB, even though I only had one wound left thanks to the Rule of Burning Iron, and lost the combat. So, freaking luck. Just didn't manage to win the day there, and what amazingly happened is the Dragon Princess fled because they're outnumbered by fear. But the chariot rolled double ones to hold, so very interesting outcome there. The Chaos Knights can't overrun my Dragon Princess straight away, and I've got the BSB still alive. So very interesting result here on the left-hand flank. That's going to make it a very interesting game, but good photo nonetheless. Very, very cool looking stuff. Next photo, this is a much more favourable combat. Both the chariot and the Dragon Princess on the right-hand flank charged straight into the Marauders and absolutely bashed them, like just totally tear them limb from limb. Finally waiting for this to actually happen in the tournament sometime, and that eliminates the sorcerer. He didn't get any wounds attacking back, and they just shatter. I totally ran them down. So next picture, you can see the result of the left-hand flank here with my beer empty right by now, and in the background. And the chariot has rolled double ones to hold. I've killed like one single Chaos Knight, and the Dragon Princes have just left the combat. They have just footed it out of there, as well as the BSB. Next picture, very blurred, but you can see the Dragon Princess, the chariot, riding down the Marauders. Stuff headed off the battlefield, and my shooting phase has dealt with the Marauders on horseback. So the whole right-hand flank has been cleaned up for the High Elves, but the left-hand flank is looking dire indeed. So it's going to be one of those games where it's sort of one flank against one flank, and the center is going to be what it's all about. Next photo, the Sorcerer Lord in the Chaos turn 2, I believe it is. Sorcerer Lord flies back over here. That BSB is retreating, fleeing out of the way with his Dragon Princess killed. The Sorcerer Lord flies over here, ready to get some spells done. You can see my level 2 mage on the corner of that unit, and the chariot's still in combat there, about to get butchered by the BSB, which has moved over into base-to-base contact with it. The Sorcerer Lord didn't really achieve anything. I managed to dispel him. I had Drain Magic off in play a lot of the times, and he doesn't have Infernal Puppet anymore, so managed to neutralize most of the level 4 Sorcerer Lord spells. Cool photo though. Next photo, the Chaos Ogres in combat with the White Lines with the Noble there, the BSB, not the BSB rather, just the Noble with the White Sword, and the Ogres are holding the line there. I managed to swipe a lot of them, but they rolled really low to stay in the combat there, so White Lions just duking it out with the Chaos Warriors. Definitely in favour of the White Lions here, but at least he's not lost them straight up. And he's got the Warriors of Chaos in the background, the Chaos Warriors there bearing down on me. By the way, he's used a War Shrine to buff those Chaos Warriors, and he's rolled like a very low roll on the chart, giving them +1 toughness. Very cool, toughness 5 Chaos Warriors. Next photo, what's happening here is that this is like my turn 3 or something, and the Dragon Princes are just marching around the forest, and the cavalry is coming around to save the day. I love this photo. You can just see the embroiled battle in the middle of the field there, and the Dragon Princes, it's only going to be a couple of turns before they march around there and save the day with their glorious lances, and they're going to need to because things are looking bad on the left-hand flank for the High Elves. Next photo, the Dragon Princes predictably have the Chaos Warriors have predictably destroyed the chariot. The BSB has rallied and is standing in front of the Chaos Sorcerer there. And the White Lions have destroyed one of the Ogres, and there's only one Ogre champion left to deal with. And they'll be dealing with them shortly. But as you can see, the right-hand flank is looking pretty good for the Chaos Warriors. Next photo, what happens here?